Hey, good afternoon, rock stars. Welcome into the channel. I promised you a more important video, and I always try to cover this whenever any of these situations come up. I don't want the political arguing back and forth in the comment section. It's inevitable. I know it's going to happen. But in wake of the Roe v. Wade overturning at the federal government by the Supreme Court decision of abortion protections, the Plan B pill, it's an emergency contraceptive. If you don't know what it is, look it up, Google it. Essentially, in the event of an unprotected sexual intercourse, you can take it. It's not 100%. Nothing is other than abstinence, but it is a very effective way to prevent an unwanted pregnancy. Well, they are now having to limit the purchase of those over the counter. They're over the counter to 1 and 2 per persons, depending on your city, state, location, whatever it is. And of course, if you live in one of those states where the trigger laws from the Roe v. Wade overturning have happened, it is going to be more of a problem to get them because more people are going to want them to prevent any kind of unwanted pregnancies. And so a lot of resellers, this is why I'm doing this on this channel, because I don't do political here, but this is reseller related. A lot of resellers and a lot of retail arbitrage and other folks, even though you can't sell it on a lot of platforms, that doesn't mean you can't sell it out on local places or Craigslist or Facebook and get away with it, or put it out on your personal pages or what have you, or even through your Instagrams. People are buying up, they were until the limits started happening, buying up Plan Bs in order to offer to people when they weren't available. Supply and demand. Well, I'll come out and say it like I do anything else. If you're buying up Nintendos or Sega Genesis or video games or Bose surround sounds, so be it. They're once, nobody needs it. In the event of a Plan B pill, or when there was sanitizer and masks and other things, even though they're not a necessity for life, you do not have to have them, most of those items, they are in the medical health care field, and I believe anybody who buys up anything in the medical healthcare sector genre for reselling purposes is not a good person and should not be allowed to do what they do. They should be kicked off platforms. They should be banned. No matter your position on it one way or the other, it's a really crappy, scummy thing to do. So what I want to do is take you over, show you the story, and then of course the comment sections on this video are always open to all of you down below. But please don't be these people. Do not buy up stores if there's no limits on them. Do not send your mother, brother, sister, father, cousin in there to buy 2 each so that you can get 30 or 40 of them and try to flip them for a profit. Please don't be that person. Please don't do it. Anyways, let's check out the story and then I'll leave it to all of you. Okay, from NBC News, here's CVS limiting the purchases of morning after pills. Plan B and Aftera, which are known as the morning after pills, are both brand names for the drug levonorgestrel, an emergency contraceptive. I don't know how to say their actual name, but anyways, referred to as the morning after pill. CVS and Rite Aid are limiting the amount of Plan B that a customer can buy to ensure equitable access and because of increased demand, respectively, so the company said in statements. We have ample supply and Aftera across all of our CVS pharmacy stores and CVS.com. To ensure equitable access, consistent supply on store shelves, we've implemented a temporary purchase limit of 3 on these products, a statement from Ethan Slavin with CVS Health said. Meanwhile, Terry Hickey, the director of public relations for Rite Aid, said, due to the increased demand at this time, we're limiting purchases to 3 per customer. All known as the morning after pill, they're the brand name for the drug levonorgestrel. Somebody can help me with the pronunciation of that one. The medication, of course, taken 72 hours after unprotected sex, but the sooner it's taken, the more effective it is. So also Amazon announces that they are limiting as the demand to buy it surges. Amazon has placed a limit of the same 3 units per week on emergency contraceptive pills sold through its website. The company is the latest retailer to cap purchases of medication, often referred to as Plan B or morning after. Demand for the pills is surging after last week's Supreme Court decision overturning Roe v. Wade and ending the constitutional right to have an abortion. There's what they look like. Amazon limiting the sales of emergency contraceptive pills as demand spikes following last week's ruling. As we come down, Amazon has confirmed that to CNBC. We keep going down. There's a one listing for generic version of the drug called My Choice, allowed users to purchase up to 30 units. Also, which we just saw, CVS, Walmart says that many of the chain's products have online purchase limits that can change during times of fluctuating demand. Walgreens said purchases were not being limited. Often referred to as the morning after pill, they're purchased over the counter without an ID or prescription. They typically work by stopping the release of an egg from the ovaries, preventing a sperm from fertilizing an egg. Or if the fertilization has already occurred, stopping a fertilized egg from attaching to the womb. They're designed to be taken up to 3 days. As we come down, they are different from the actual abortion pills used in the first 10 weeks. And after the Supreme Court ruled to overturn the landmark case, many people have urged others to stock up on Plan B in anticipation of possible restrictions on contraceptive pills. Others said potential shortages could impact those most in need and urge people to instead fund organizations that help distribute the pills to keep it available. That from CNBC, and of course the other one from NBC. So that is what is going on with there. And I guarantee you, and I've seen it in a lot of the forum boards and Reddit posts, that it is a lot of resellers who are buying all of this stuff in anticipation of them being out of stock and being able to flip them for a profit. I hope that they get stuck with them and make nothing and lose all their money and aren't able to sell them. So with that said, and some of them will get kicked off of platforms. With that said, that's what's going on with the Plan B, and hopefully you're not one of those people. And if you're not, continue to be a good person. Otherwise, if you are, please don't do this. With that said, I'll leave it there. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below if you have an opinion you would like to add in. I'll read them all myself and respond to any and all of them that I do get. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see everyone in the next video.